Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, quantum conscious wayshowers of the new light. Today our local Solaris transitions from the water sign of Scorpio into the sign of fire, the archer Sagittarius, as we move from the divine feminine holy waters into the holy fire of the divine masculine. We merge the yin with the yang and come into divine union, both internally and externally. As we burn from the shamanic fire from within and illuminate the sacred void with the fires of redemption, all comes into balance and harmony with the music of the spheres. In contribution to the fire energies of Sagittarius season, our local Solaris released 7 C-class solar flares to light up the 7 chakras of our electromagnetic toroidal field of infinite creative potential. Pachamama also received a powerful activation today on her Pacific Ring of Fire with a magnitude 5.7 earthquake in Sakhalin, Russia, crown chakra of the new Lemuria at 22:28 UTC. The quantum field is vibrating with much anticipation for our greatest shift of all ages, as Gaia and all her children of the sun are ascending into a whole new higher plateau of beauty, truth, joy, bliss, and abundance to usher in our new golden age of eternal life. A'ho. Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul, White Gold Eagle, Keen 47, Blue Galactic Hand of our Universal Alliance of Light with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end where we release a powerful divine decree for the global reset, a new vision for humanity. And please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And now we continue with Divine Butler of the Light, Jan Shears. Amazing downloads and activations are happening now. The next shift is prepared. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Aura 444. You are leveling up your vibrational frequency. So as the planet and that gyration can be felt, spinning can also be experienced as the interaction of charged particles within a magnetic field spins on an angle as well as vibrates. Ear ringing, headaches, and nausea can be experienced during particle acceleration. The planet is shifting its orbit from angular rotation through the magnetic pole shift. Spirals of creation anchoring within your genome and the planetary grid. The force of light activation this week has many feeling seasick. Breathe in oxygen with ease. Get in nature to ground, ginger and peppermint for stomach. Centering in the now to help regulate spinning is helpful. These symptoms can also increase heart rate. Tell your cells you are safe, as your biology doesn't understand the influxes of energy. Your cells are receptive speakers, picking up all stations. Attune with ease and love now. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Shave from Numbers by Shay Numerology. 11/21/25. Scorpio is going out today, and there will be fire behind it. For many it leaves sparks of progress, understanding, insight, and inspiration. Sparks that will ignite in full next year. For others, it leaves the smoldering remains of questionable choices, unfulfilled promises, and bittersweet endings. And for some, the Scorpion will drop a lit torch on the way out. Nothing is clear or certain this year because so much is beyond our reach. But know that nothing is lost. Everything plays its part, and the final flame of Scorpio is the phoenix. What is old will be new again. What is empty will be filled. So go get your sticks and your marshmallows and make s'mores. And today from Divine Butler of the Light, Alexander Quinn. Navigating the days following Mercury Kazemi yesterday. When the messenger leaves the throne room and walks back into the world, carrying only the memory of the light, this is where the real work begins. The Kazemi itself is short, basically like a diamond-like moment suspended within a few hours. It is a sharp inhale of the breath, but when it passes, there is a long, slow exhale that begins. It's in the days after that light workers feel the shift most strongly. It will affect every light worker differently depending on where they are on that point of convergence. Some will move into hyperdrive, while others will feel suspended in a kind of cosmic animation that will feel like a giant pause within consciousness. Some will feel the urge to run, while others may find themselves staying home, lying in bed longer than usual, or retreating inward for a short while now. In the days following the Mercury Kazemi, the atmosphere will remain energized with the clarity of the Sun-Mercury vibration. With Mercury still retrograde, the energy wants refinement first rather than action. When Mercury then stations direct, light workers will enter the post-retrograde shadow or the retro shade, which is basically a phase of gradual solidification that lasts until December 16th. During this time, ideas take form, conversations resolve, and the lessons of the retrograde cycle find their final shape. Another way to think about it is that if the retrograde is the tide pulling back, the retro shade is the wave returning to the shore, carrying what it has collected, smoothing the sand whilst deciding what will stay and what will wash away, but it appears only if you are in a state of non-resistance. Resistance will blur the message. This is a weekend in which we have moved through 10 days of very strong ascension upgrades, followed by a mental reset. Spend this weekend really coming to terms with how you are feeling about yourself and your direction. Ask yourself, how am I honestly feeling as I move into this weekend? After these two events, the days ahead may offer exactly what you've been seeking, but only if you can be quiet enough, patient enough, and in a place silent enough to let it whisper to you. Once you hear those whispers, it will be very clear. This weekend will be about free will, where it decides to carry itself after recent days. Does the energy allow the journey to continue, or must the next message find itself, having to shake you before the reveal is apparent? And today, from Ascension Lightworkers to the Ascension Lightworker Collective. Ascension Energy Update. You are in the process of transforming into the true self version, guided by love, peace, compassion, and harmony. Releasing old energy templates that no longer serve you allows you to perceive life with a fresh perspective as you align with your higher potential and true multidimensional self. In recent years, distractions on a global scale have challenged us all, leading to a profound awakening for many souls who are now being called to embody their soul's purpose as light workers on earth. Now is the time to create space and remove outer distractions, utilizing the power of your soul and higher self to make a transformational shift, to fulfill the purpose you have undertaken. It is a time of realignment for many, recognizing that past circumstances no longer exist in the present. You have evolved through experiences, but you are not defined by them. You can now connect with a version of yourself beyond past traumas and pain, allowing yourself to feel renewed and excited about discovering your true self-essence. You are now adopting higher perspectives, focusing on goals and plans instead of dwelling on what cannot be changed. Moving away from the past, you are stepping into present and future timelines, progressing at your own pace, but never standing still. There is a sense of something different in the air, and you are right to feel it. The influx of higher frequency light vibrations is aligning us with the next phase. The new energy is divine, and we are in the final stages of shedding the old energy template. Although this transitional phase may feel uncomfortable and frustrating at times, the integration of the old and new versions of self is underway. This stage may challenge you and create a push-pull dynamic, but it is a temporary part of the greater ascension journey ahead. You now have the understanding that everything is happening for the highest and greater good. If you experience uncomfortable ascension symptoms, know that they are transient. Keep moving forward, expanding in your light. We are nearing significant changes. The moment your desire to move on surpasses your desire to hold on, everything begins to transform. Current solar storms have various effects on ascending individuals. Some common symptoms include lack of sleep, restless sleeping, intense dreams, or lucid dreaming. Solar storms disrupt the Earth's magnetic field, which will affect sleep patterns. Low energy, fatigue, restlessness. Solar storms can cause fluctuations in energy levels, leading to feelings of tiredness, fatigue, and restlessness. Ears ringing, feeling dizzy or ungrounded. The electromagnetic activity during solar storms can impact the body's energy field, resulting in symptoms like ringing in the ears, dizziness, and a sensation of being ungrounded. Some ascending individuals may experience headaches, dehydration, and general body aches during solar storms, potentially due to changes in atmospheric pressure and energetic shifts. Unexplainable anxiety and irritability will possibly influence emotional states, leading to heightened fears, frustrations, and mood swings. Enhanced intuition, perception, and heightened sensitivity. On the positive side, solar storms also enhance intuitive abilities, heighten perception, and increase sensitivity to energies and subtle changes in the environment. Physical effects can vary from person to person. Not everyone will experience all the mentioned symptoms. Additionally, other factors such as personal health, stress levels, and individual sensitivity can also influence how the self responds to solar storms. As we near the end of the current year, there's a collective summons to expand our mindset, to think in broader terms, and to consider long-term perspectives. The energies and codes of 2026 are now flowing in abundantly, infusing the planet with courage, strength, and bravery as new codes of leadership are activated. The upcoming year is projected to be unlike anything we have witnessed before. It is packed with unprecedented potential and possibilities. And loving and devoted ascension service from Ascension Lightworkers. 144 flowing in. And today from Divine Butler of the Light Diego E. Berman, Ph.D. Sagittarius Gateway, the 30-day bridge to the 12/21 solstice, November 21st, 2025. Dear friends, as the sun steps boldly into Sagittarius today, the collective field takes a noticeable breath of expansion. After weeks submerged in the deep, introspective waters of Scorpio, this shift feels like a window opening in a dim room, a sudden blaze of fresh air and clarity. Sagittarius arrives with fire, movement, and the promise of new horizons, and its timing is no accident. We are now exactly 1 month from December 21st solstice, a powerful threshold of renewal. The energies of this moment mark the beginning of a transitional corridor, a runway guiding us toward the incoming 2026 frequencies anchored in the vibration of the number 1, new beginnings, fresh cycles, and rebirth. At the same time, we are still feeling the lingering echoes of the 2025 9 frequency, a year marked by endings, purging, and emotional excavation. As the sun shifts signs today, these 9 energies begin to loosen their grip, releasing one last wave of detoxification from our systems. Many energy sensitives may feel this as a subtle unclenching, old timelines dissolving, emotional baggage lifting, and karmic debris clearing out. This release often emerges through vivid dreams, spontaneous memories, or sudden clarity about situations that once felt confusing or heavy. It is a final sweep of a cycle that has done its work and no longer needs to stay. This transition between 9 and 1, the ending of an old energetic chapter and the opening of a new one, creates a unique internal sensation. Some may feel restless or unable to sit still, as though an internal fire has been lit, but the next step isn't fully visible yet. Others may experience a surge of optimism without knowing why, like a spiritual tailwind encouraging forward movement. Sagittarius energy amplifies this by awakening the desire for truth, meaning, and expansion. It nudges us to dream bigger, trust our intuition, and reconnect with our inner compass. The pull toward authenticity intensifies, and anything that feels too small or outdated begins to fall away. Physically, the body may respond to this energetic shift with symptoms typical of fire sign transitions: heat waves in the body, disrupted sleep, bursts of energy followed by sudden fatigue or tension in the hips and thighs, the areas Sagittarius governs. Some may experience digestive clearing as the body purges old emotional residue stored in the solar plexus. The release from the 9-frequency cycle can also spark temporary detox symptoms: headaches, sinus pressure, increased thirst, and the need for more grounding foods or rest. These are signs that the nervous system is recalibrating and that the body is preparing to hold more of the incoming 2026 new cycle light. Emotionally, this period may bring a blend of exhilaration and vulnerability. The Sagittarius sun amplifies hope, possibility, and a longing for freedom, but as the 9 energies complete their release, some may feel waves of sadness, nostalgia, or emotional softness. These aren't regressions. They're echoes of what is leaving your field. There is a clarity emerging in relationships, purpose, and life direction. Many will feel pulled to speak their truth, set new boundaries, or make decisions that have been pending all year. Sagittarius points the arrow toward the future, but it insists that the shot must be clean, meaning you must release what you cannot carry into the new 1-frequency cycle. As we enter this powerful window from now until the solstice, imagine yourself walking across a bridge. Behind you, the fading glow of the 2025 cycle of endings. Ahead of you, the bright dawn of the 2026 wave of beginnings. The air is charged, the terrain is shifting, and your inner fire is being rekindled. This is a time to listen deeply, trust your inner guidance, and make space for what wants to enter your life. Sagittarius reminds you that every ending is a doorway, and every new cycle begins with a spark of courage. The next month will prepare you for that spark to ignite fully. Have a great weekend and stay tuned for more energy updates as we enter this special period. Much love, we are one. From DiegoBerman.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Judith Kusel. I am just overflowing with gratitude for the immense divine miracles unfolding in the here and now as everything, and everyone is transfiguring and changing form, whether they are conscious or not. When I am witnessing what is happening on multiple levels, seen and unseen, known and unknown, my heart and soul expand with awe, gratitude, and what words cannot even express. It is truly time to simply be fully open to receiving gratefully and gracefully all the divine source is pouring onto and into us in such profundity, which far more, better, and greater than the mind can ever comprehend, yet the heart and soul knows. I am gratefully and gracefully opening myself to all that is as it is. Miracles never come with fanfares and great noise, nor booming announcements. They silently rain upon us with infinite divine love. From JudithKusel.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light Colleen Lemma. On Friday, November 21st, the sun, ruler of our life force, vitality, and confidence, will shift into fire sign Sagittarius at 8:36 p.m. EST. This may be a welcome shift after the heavier water sign Scorpio energies over the last month. The sun in the sign of the Archer will bring a period of optimism, expansion, and the desire for higher truth and exploration. It encourages a leap of faith, a focus on new experiences, and finding direction through passion and purpose. We are ready for adventure, travel, and movement. 144 continuing to quantum solar flash in. Although Mercury, ruler of the mental realm, is still retrograde and currently in the sign of the psychological Scorpio, so we are still in a time of observation and self-reflection. In fact, we still have many retrograde planets at the moment. Neptune, ruler of dreams, Uranus, planet of change, Chiron, ruler of healing, Saturn, planet of karma, and Jupiter, ruler of higher perspectives. This internalizes the energies and draws us inward for further contemplation and a reorganization on an inner level. Mercury, Saturn, and Jupiter will turn back to direct motion before the end of the year. So slowly but surely, we will feel the nudge and ability to realign our perceptions and thinking, clear out old past life patterns and stories, and expand into new horizons and a new way of believing in ourselves. We will soon enter a new year and a new energy. But for now, keep walking the path forward through this year's energies and begin to embrace the possibilities. Blessings of love and light to all, from ColleenLemma.com. And today from Divine Star of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, Sun in Scorpio, opposite Uranus in Taurus, and trine Neptune in Pisces. Ceres stations direct in Aries. After an intense new moon, our star illuminates the ongoing Uranus-Neptune sextile. Here are glimmers of understanding, ripples of light chasing like bubbling laughter. Here is the sudden realization that the only thing we can control is ourselves. Unpredictable elements may throw shade on the ego, but cast shine on the soul. Instead of trying to change the world out there, relax, move into a state of awe and wonder, because it's from here that you can feel the lightness of being and your indomitable power. Don't let fears and anxiety over the future diminish your light. You are invincible, and we shall overcome. Now you can apply your energy effectively in the outer world. Ceres stationing knows this. Nurture your courage, independence, will. Eat healthy food and nourish your heart with stories of those that could and did. Fire up Mama Bear energy because fierce self-care is required going forward. With strong encouragement and support, your new mission will have the best start. Heed the call. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 242, White Galactic Wind. Tone 8 with keywords harmony, integrity, and model. Graces the 8th day of the Blue Eagle wave spell like a soothing melody that brings everyone together. It's a great day for restoring harmony in your life, for making music, and for making up with people you have fallen out with. Make amends today and enjoy a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. The number 8 also represents integrity. So this is a timely reminder every 13 days to check yourself out and assess your own behavior. Are you being impeccable? Today may be a fluffy kind of day, but if you are not being spiritual in your thoughts and deeds, it will have repercussions. Today is White Wind, representing communication, breath, and spirit. It is a lovely combination of tone and day, which means communicate harmony, or spirit is integrity. Today is all about reaching out to one another with kind words and support. Communicate harmony. Bury hatchets and make clear your messages so they are not misconstrued. These days are always good for conversations, debates, public speaking, speaking your mind, reciting poetry, or shouting from the rooftops. It is also a great day to read a good book, especially those self-help fluffy books. Curl up with a good read and experience a nice warm fuzzy feeling inside. Perhaps by sharing a favorite passage with a friend to align with the wave spell's call to connect through open, spirited exchange. And today from Divine Star of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, White Galactic Wind, 8 Eek, Keen 242, 21st of November 2025, Modeling Integrity, Keen 242 equal 8, Infinity Abundance Flow. A powerful date with destiny and completion. The galactic wind has arrived to guide us in a new direction. Day 8 in the Blue Eagle wave spell, where we are being asked to fly high and focus on the big picture, the divine plan for humanity, so that we can create it. We are envisioning the highest timeline for ourselves and our planet, as our visionary powers and third eye are awakened and activated. It is time for another mass awakening of humanity. Today the eagle is guiding us through the turbo power of spirit to model absolute integrity as we step up into our divine galactic missions, envisioning a much bigger role of service to spirit. Tone of creation, galactic tone 8 in the mental realm. Action model, power harmonizes, essence integrity. The 8th day of the Blue Eagle wave spell is the one for integration. This integration is with the mind, our thoughts and ideas, which are in the mental plane, as we continue flying into new directions. The white wind helps us to be inspired and enjoy our freedom. Are you listening to spirit and your inner dialogue? Is your mind calm and still in order to truly listen, and then take inspired action on this guidance? The galactic tone inspires us to act as role models for others by living in absolute integrity. Our words, actions, and behaviors need to be totally transparent as we move into an era of telepathy and a total connectivity through spirit where nothing can be hidden any longer. We now need to live with total authenticity, applying higher values in all areas of our lives as galactic citizens. We are embracing our shadow and can no longer hide aspects of our being, which we refuse to acknowledge or keep in denial. Now we are being made fully accountable. The clock is ticking. Accepting responsibility for our energy and our creation indicates that we are mastering harmony within ourselves. We are the new Earth leaders. We now need to step up a few notches and be seen, as we have arrived on the galactic stage. Today's question is, how can I surrender the baggage and align with God mind in order to model greater integrity and harmony through galactic service? Surrender your future to spirit. May your mind be filled with peace, harmony, and wondrous spirit messages from throughout the galaxy today. Espavo, beloveds, thank you for taking back your power. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 242, White Galactic Wind. The mantra, the code for today is, I harmonize in order to communicate. Modeling breath. I seal the input of spirit with the galactic tone of integrity. I am guided by the power of death. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue our work. So if you'd like to help support our work, our mission, and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world for free, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. Or if you'd like to support our work and mission with a one-time donation, you can do so to our PayPal or Stripe accounts. Both links are at eaglelovecondor.com. Now I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Dawn Clayton, for your pledge and support on YouTube memberships, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. We are now going to complete today's transmissions with a very powerful divine decree for the global reset, a new vision for humanity. By the infinite authority of my divine soul, I decree, I am a living catalyst of the new earth. I am the breath of transformation moving through this world. I stand aligned with the highest timeline of humanity's awakening, and I now anchor the frequencies of truth, integrity, and divine order upon this earth. I call forth the dissolution of all outdated systems built on fear, scarcity, and control. I command that only structures aligned with love, freedom, and human empowerment may rise in their place. The global reset now unfolds as a sacred rebirth, guided by wisdom, illuminated by consciousness, and supported by the divine plan. I am a key holder of the new paradigm. I activate within myself the codes of clarity, courage, and vision to co-create a world where every soul thrives, where abundance flows naturally, and where humanity stands united in purpose and compassion. Through my will aligned with Source, I usher in the age of enlightened systems, awakened leadership, and collective harmony. I decree that the children of Earth inherit a world worthy of their brilliance. I decree that humanity steps into its highest expression. I decree that the new Earth rises now, and so it is, and so I am. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful and blessed divine mastery portal of the 1122 tomorrow as we continue our journey through the ascension portal and into our new heaven upon the new earth. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.